Hello, everybody. My name is DW4Ever, and yes, this is my voice in case you were wondering. I'm going to be taking a little break from Spookonia right now, as I've just recently discovered that I can record my voice using Audacity. Don't worry, I'm still going to be doing Spookonia, but this is just something I wanted to try out for my next vid. Alright now, this video here is going to be mostly unscripted because it's my first time using this, and, well, basically I want to get something off my chest that I'm wanting to talk about for some time now. Alrighty then, let's just get it out of the way. I'm going to be talking about the movie The Last House on the Left. As you all know who've been watching my Spookonia videos, it was one of the topics from one of them. Now, before I actually talk about the movie, let's talk about the guy who created it, Wes Craven. Now, this happens to be one of my favorite horror movie directors, as he's made a lot of movies that I've grown to love, including the original Nightmare on Elm Street, the series which has made Freddy Krueger the popular horror icon he is today, and has inspired tons of sequels in the past from other movie directors. Other movies of his include The Hills Have Eyes, Deadly Friend, Shocker, and the Scream series. I've only seen the first Scream, but that's besides the point. Now, the first time I ever heard of The Last House on the Left was when watching a trailer for the original Nightmare on Elm Street, when they mentioned Wes Craven in the past films he directed. My sister told me how she found that movie scary, and she still does for some reason. But anyways, let's skip ahead. The year was 2005. Around November or so, a new video store opened up called Family Video. And yes, this is the same video store that I reference a lot in my Speakonia videos. Surprisingly, most of what they had were old VHS tapes, but then when 2006 rolled around, they were all replaced with DVDs. But anyways, one of the first movies I rented from there was, you guessed it, The Last House on the Left. Now, I want you to take a look at this here DVD cover. Judging by what you see here, what's the first thing that comes to mind? That's right, a haunted house scenario. Hell, even the title of the film sounds like something you'd see from a haunted house movie. Now, once I rented the film, I watched the trailer first, which is what I always do with a movie on DVD, regardless of whether or not I've seen it before. But anyways, I watched the trailer, and it showed this tagline, "To keep from fading, just keep repeating it's only a movie." Now, this actually got me hyped to see what I was in store for in this film. Before it started up, Wes Craven himself mentioned that he put footage that he originally couldn't put in because he thought it was too gruesome. Alrighty, let's get this sucker started. I watched the movie, and let me tell you, it was the exact opposite of what I was expecting from it. There was no haunted house. There wasn't even anything remotely scary in it. What was in this movie was two teenage girls, going to this rock concert, and on the way they get abducted by these rapists, and they take them into the woods. One of the girls gets murdered, and then the other one gets raped, then murdered. Then, oh boy, they go to this house, and basically it's the house of one of the girls they killed. And when the parents find out, they decide to get revenge on them by killing them, setting traps in their house and whatnot. Jeez, it's like an adult version of Home Alone. Now then, you can tell I wasn't very happy with what I saw. I expected to see a scary movie, and instead I see something that's like the exact opposite. I mean, aside from the whole girls getting abducted in the woods and getting killed by rapists thing, and, the whole parents' revenge thing, there was also a lot of things that didn't feel right. In fact, some scenes were downright uncomfortable to see, like, for instance, the music. The music in the movie did not fit the tone whatsoever. It sounded goofy, redneckish, and scenes that were supposed to be intense, they play this ill-fitting music in the middle, and it just didn't seem right. Plus, there are these two comic relief cop characters that don't really do anything or contribute to the film. It just shows that they're incompetent. In a movie that's supposedly supposed to be taken seriously, and that's kind of what irritates me about this movie. This is from a director who made a lot of these famous horror films, and then I find out he makes this, and I was just dumbfounded. Don't get me wrong, I love Wes Craven. I love the movies he makes, despite some of them being kind of goofy sometimes, but they're still entertaining. But I did not enjoy The Last House on the Left whatsoever. I did not find it scary. I did not enjoy it, and this is my own opinion here, but I'm not a fan. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who do like this movie. As I mentioned before, my sister still thinks it's scary, but it didn't faze me at all. Well, I'm glad I finally got this off my chest. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and, now that I know that I can get my voice on a computer, it's pretty cool, by the way. I think I might do stuff like this in the future, when I'm not uploading AMVs or random video clips or just recently Speakonia videos. Anyways, I know I probably sounded awkward throughout this whole thing, but trust me, next time I do something like this, if I ever do, it's definitely going to be scripted. Anyways, I'm glad I got to talk to all of you. This is DW4Ever, and thanks for listening, and be sure to stay tuned for the next installment of Spookonia throughout the rest of October. Peace out.
Darkwing Duck, when there's trouble you call DW. Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous.